Hello, busy mom. How are you? You are in the kitchen with Deb, and I am your personal kitchen consultant. And today, I'm talking to you about supplies and decorations for your 4th of July party. I'm going to give you some new ideas and some tips and tricks that you might want to try at your party. Now, sometimes when I was first learning how to put together a party, I put together my first party, I didn't really know what supplies or decorations to get. I just kind of picked, oh, that looks cute, that looks cute, that looks cute. I really didn't know how to put it all together to get it, to make it look good. And as I started going to more parties, I saw what they were doing, and I learned from them. Now, I'm going to help you get started on planning the right decorations for your party. I'm going to give you an idea of how to go about it. And we're going to talk about the supplies you need, because we've been covering we've covered the invitations, we've covered the food, we've covered the money-saving tips for the food budget. Now, we're going to work on the supplies and decorations. Now, are you going to be buying supplies and decorations for your party? Do you know how to decorate that table out there? I'm going to give you some tips. If you don't, you're going to get them. Okay. Now, this in front of me is weights. It's called a balloon weight. What you do, I didn't blow a balloon up, but you have your balloon blown up. You put your ribbon around it, tie it up, and you tie the ribbon to the weight. And if you got a helium balloon, it will stand up in the air. That is how you use that. It only works on the helium balloons. So if you want to buy a bunch of table weights, you can get them cheap at the dollar store if you want. Of course, if you want to go to the party store, they have a lot little fancier balloons weights. They have little different designs on them, and it looks really nice. Now this would go on your buffet table. If you got all the food on the table, I wouldn't necessarily. If you could sneak something in a small spot and have the balloon up in the air, that'd be nice, because you don't want to put too much because you got the food already there. So we don't do that. But if you got a table outside, this would be great on each table outside with the balloon ham up in the air. And it looks very festive. In fact, if you've got the long buffet table, you could probably do 2 or 3 balloon weights. Now, they also have cascading centerpieces for your table that kind of whoosh over. I do not have an example of that. I don't normally use that on 4th of July. I don't have an example for you. But it cascades, and it cascades like this, and it's down, and the little hearts or the little stars or the flags will wiggle. Those are beautiful on the table. You could do a cascading centerpiece in the middle, and then do the 2 balloons on the side, and it will still look nice. Nice for you, for your decorations and your supplies for your party. Now, you gotta decide if you want to shop both at the dollar store or the party store for your decorations. That's up to you. They both have nice stuff. Very nice stuff. So it's going to be a challenge of what you want to do. Or you might want to even shop both. Okay. Now, do you want a wall banner that says 4th of July that you want to put up maybe in your kitchen, or you want to put outside on the garage? Make it look more festive. You could do that. Now, also something else I'm going to show you is, this is called a double hanging swirl. Let's get this guy out of the way. This is a double hanging swirl. And you just hang it from up above. These are real cute. And these look nice when they're fluttering in the wind a little bit. They're moving around, and they attract people's attention. They look very nice. Now, what you could do for the And those you could put wherever you can hang them high. That's the whole trick. Or what you could do is hang them on each side. If you got a long buffet table, hang them on the side of the buffet table on each of the four sides on the four legs and let them drape down the legs. That's up to you. I've seen that done too. Now for the inside of the house, your kitchen table. Do you want placemats as decorations for the small table? These are fabric placemats. I wouldn't necessarily use them outside because they're going to get dirty, but inside the house to decorate your kitchen table would look nice because you don't have that many place settings where at the buffet table you might have 12 or 14 or whatever the amount of people you're bringing. So that would be up to you. Now, the regular balloons. I got these with the stars on them. Now, both the red one out. I don't have the blue out. And you blow those out. These can go on the fence when you're walking towards your house if they know that this is the party house. It could go by your mailbox. It can go wherever you can hang them on something in front of your house to let people know that, yes, that's the party place. Now, what I'm doing for 4th of July is I've got different color tablecloths for decorations. I got the white I'm going to use for the buffet table inside. And I've got the blue and the red. I'm going to have the blue and the red outside because I want a little bit more color. If I have a third table, I may get another white one. That will make it look a little bit more. I want it to be all red, white, and blue the theme. So, now, you can also buy flags and have them going up the driveway. Or have them going up the sidewalk, which look real nice. In the ground are spaced every so often. That looks very nice. So that's something you could do in the driveway in the front with your balloons too. Now, they have paper fans. And I don't have an example of that. They're red, white, and blue for the holiday. They're round. And some of them got that glitter on them like this, and they're kind of like sparkly. They got the bright shiny on them. You can get those, and you've got to think of where you can hang them high. You might even have to attach ribbon to it to get them to hang high. And this is special 4th of July ribbon I found. I have one with stars on it, and I have one with stripes on it. Yes, I love my holidays. I love to decorate for the holidays. It's right up my alley. I love it, love it, love it. I've also seen, which I have not bought yet, which is on my list, Patriotic candles for the tables. They are beautiful, red, white, and blue. They have little ones and they have taller ones to decorate your table. It's really nice. If you have a railing outside, a front door where everybody's going to go to and it has a railing on it, I've seen people put the bunting and then the garland on top of the railing and with the patriotic bows. That really looks nice if you have the railing for it and the place to put it. So, that's another idea. Now, for your backyard barbecue, we're talking about hero supplies and decorations. We're still talking about the decorations. Are you going to want it at nighttime? Because if you do want it at nighttime, let's start thinking about lights. A string of lights that maybe you can display off the garage gutter, but you do need your gutter hooks for that. Or you can try and scotch tape it as best as you can, but you need some type of hook for that. And they have rope lights too, and they also have the string of lights with stars on them. The blue stars for 4th of July. Those are real nice. You can pick those up too. I would go to a hardware store for that. I've seen them at the hardware stores, like Menards and Home Depot. Those are really nice. All right, and your garland too. You can even put the garland on the light strand and then string it up on the garage, which will look really nice too. All right, and some of my clever Cricut people love to make their signs for the 4th of July parties. If you know a Cricut person, you can ask them to make a sign that says Happy 4th of July, and they can display it on the buffet table or somewhere. Those look really nice too. Now, for another idea, we're going to talk supplies now. Now, do you need to borrow a crock pot for your party? Are you making anything in the crock pot? Any dips or any chili or anything? And what about a coffee pot? Do you have a coffee pot? Do you know somebody that maybe has a 30-cup coffee pot that you might need? Because if you're having a lot of people and you're serving cake, even though it's hot out, people sometimes want that coffee with their cake. That's usually what happens. And that way, if you get the bigger pot, you don't have to keep refilling it all the time. Do you need to borrow a buffet table? Do you need to borrow chairs? Do you need to borrow a card table and the chairs to go with that? That's something to think about, and ask your friends or your relatives if you need that. That would be some of the supplies you need. Now, I'm not going to discuss the disposables because we talked about that last week with the cups and the napkins and that. Now, I've also seen, for supplies, I would say that pretty much covers it. Unless you have somebody and you don't have a grill and you're good enough friends with them and they're going to let you borrow their grill. That's up to them. I usually don't borrow that. That's something I don't ask for. But I will ask to borrow tables and chairs. Okay, so now you've got a bunch of ideas to get you started on thinking for your party. I will be dropping a PDF down in the comments later of a list of some decorations, and then you could start, cross out what you want to keep or what you want to write down with it and what you want to buy for your party. That will help too. Now, I did forget to mention to you one thing. Door wreaths. They are very welcoming when you have a party. They get a lot of compliments. That's the first thing people notice if they're coming through your door, or I don't know whether they go straight to your yard or through your door, but when they're coming through your door, that's the first thing they notice. And it does make a very good impression. So, let me know what you're going to do for your decorations for your party. I want to know what you're thinking about buying, whether it's balloons, paper fans, your Patriotic candles. I'd like to know. And I also want to mention to you that my Prep, Organize, Declutter, and Master Your Kitchen Club is going to be, I'm closing it in July 1st for 2 weeks because I'm going to be dedicating my time to one-on-one consulting and helping women with their kitchen pantries and kitchen cabinets and getting their organizing done so that they can get out of the kitchen and get outside. Now, if you're in the club, you get that complimentary 30 minutes consultation for free, and that's a $47 value. So, if you want that, hurry up and get in the club before July 1st, and you'll get it for free. Now, next week, we're going to be talking more about your party. We're going to be getting into the games. And, I got some good ideas for you for that. And on that note, goodbye, busy mom. Let me know what your ideas are for your decorations, and hashtag replay if you're catching on the replay. And I will see you on my Facebook page. Follow me so you don't miss any of my great tips. Bye!